She taught me, a warrior's sword is his soul, but the grief of my loss is eroding my soul.
You still attack without defending. You fight as if you were immortal.
The best defense is to attack. I must purge my weaknesses.
Foolish disciple.
Come out!
Run, child!
I've been waiting for so long.
If you go alone, you will die.
I will prove myself to you, Master! Away hatred and anger, and to protect what I love. That is what she taught me.
The Gunslinger is the top-range physical damage dealer in Revelation Online. They have useful buffs, control abilities, and are highly adaptable in combat. In encounters that require mobility, the Gunslinger uses a pair of pistols. They can keep their enemies at a distance by enclosing them in a steel cage, or detonating an immobilizing grenade. The Gunslinger can also perform a backwards somersault while throwing helix blades at their adversaries. When mobility isn't needed, the Gunslinger uses a sniper rifle which modifies their attacks and increases damage. Rocket Barrage rains hell on multiple foes. Deadeye Shot has greater criticals. Besides dealing a lot of damage, the Gunslinger also buffs their allies. They can direct focus fire, raising their critical chance. Death Mark increases their damage against a single target. The Gunslinger is the first to strike a powerful enemy with Marksman's Reprisal skill, taking a slice off their health bar. The Gunslinger uses cutting-edge technologies. They can place proximity mines and spider turrets on a field of battle, or deploy a razor puppet, a fearsome attack robot. The Gunslinger can encase themselves in juggernaut armor, brandishing an energy cannon. The Gunslinger does not just dispose of his enemies, he does it in the most inventive ways possible.
The moonlight is cold and lonely. Like my soul. Even the last 100 moons couldn't erase my past. But this time, I will change it. I will change my fate.
It is said that fireflies are free souls. They exist outside of time.
It is even said they can go back in time and change it.
That's a beautiful tale, Anna.
If I could, I would return to the day you asked for my hand.
Those creatures killed everyone. I alone survived. I crawled through the desert, hoping I could still save Anna. I knew there was a way to turn back time. And I found it. I found the solution. Darkness and light. Life and death. Anna, I'm coming. Anna. Die! No! I tried so many times. She died every time. Now I know. Returning to the past doesn't mean changing it. The past is dead. Like Anna. Like my soul.
the protector of all living things, with their magical power bestowed on them by nature. Like nature itself, the Spirit Shaper can both mend and destroy. The Spirit Shaper is the best healer in Revelation Online, having a variety of curing and protective spells. They treat minor wounds with Essence of Spring, serious ones with Falling Sakura. Moonlight Herald and Fairy's Touch are even more potent and can save a life. Spirit Shell protects the caster or an ally from harm and dispels all control effects. The Spirit Shaper attacks by calling upon animal spirits. Leaping Porpoise hits a small area. Spectral Magpie damages a single target. Deer Stampede breaks through an enemy's magic defenses. Serpent Snare immobilizes and stings the enemies. Eagle Strike damages and throws them back. The most dangerous opponents are introduced to Pummeling Yeti, which stomps them into the ground. A dungeon run without a Spirit Shaper is a risky undertaking. This hero can resurrect their comrades in battle with Shaper Succour, and heal them all with area of effect spells. Green Vines and Nature's Balm. Their Radiant Whirlwind summons a flower spirit that restores the allies' health and mana. The Spirit Shaper's cures can be empowered with Luxuriant Rush. In dire situations, they guide the unstoppable life flow, revitalizing the party members. Spirit Shapers are able to fend for themselves and take care of their friends, whose very lives often depend on their mending skills.
The Sword Mage is a master of fire, ice, and lightning. They are the top spell damage dealers in Revelation Online. Every element empowers the Sword Mage's abilities in its own way. When the Sword Mage has switched to fire, their Angel Fire makes the target burn and can quickly cast for a second time with no mana cost. When ice has been chosen, the Sword Mage can freeze several enemies for a time with cold shackles. The Sword Mage should be fighting at range, so their robes don't get stained. They can sweep several adversaries with Searing Wake, or hit them hard with an Elemental Fury of their choice. In close combat, the Sword Mage relies on their control and defense skills. They may slow their foes with Frigid Aura, direct a mighty cosmic ripple at them, and slice everyone with Nimbus Rain. They might teleport with Cutting Step, or jump back and apply Lambent Step on their assailants. If things go bad, Celestial Aegis will make the Sword Mage invincible. The Sword Mage is a valued team player. Their Void Banishment makes enemies slow and vulnerable. Star Sword weakens the foes. Celestial Aura boosts the power of spells cast by the Sword Mage and their allies. A skilled Sword Mage controls the flow of battle and inflicts tremendous amounts of damage.
Vanguards are warriors of light, guardians of the realm and natural-born leaders. Vanguards can pull enemies from afar with Dragon's Grasp, make them bleed with Tornado Sweep, and slow them down with Crippling Bolt. They can also bolster the health of their allies with Vanguard's Blessing. They can instantly break any bonds on them by Indomitable Will, and purge themselves of all evil with Iron Resolve. In their defensive stance, Vanguards are indispensable in raids. They receive minimal damage, draw enemies to them, and can attack them with Sundering Steel and Shield Storm. In attack stance, vanguards are fast and capable of dealing great damage. This makes them deadly both in PvE and PvP encounters. Vanguards can swiftly overtake their adversaries with heroic leap, knock them off their feet with blazing charge, pull them into holy vortex, and burn them with smite. The Vanguard's attack and control skills allow them to control and dominate in any battle, making them the most tenacious class in Revelation Online.
Rise like fire.